My name's Adam Ravestein. I'm a landscape architect. Could probably talk for 5 minutes about what that is. This is the last mile. Baltimore is the Susan Boyle of great American cities. I mean, think about it. Both of them have unexpected hidden charms and talents. Terrible first impressions. How did I come to this scientific conclusion? The Amtrak corridor. 2 years ago, I rode the train into Baltimore and I experienced the last mile. It's this angled realignment of track through northeast Baltimore, just north of Hopkins campus. And the perception that I had, it dramatically altered my perception, not only from the conditions, but from the overwhelmingly unfair judgment that must occur. I mean, 1.8 million people came into Baltimore last year alone on the MARC train. Many of them investors, bankers, doctors, businessmen and women. Many of them might not come back. Because the post-apocalyptic view of the Amtrak train tells a striking story of a post-industrial city that's struggling to survive, neglected, forgotten. Sure, we could just put up walls, make it disappear, create sensory deprivation for Baltimore visitors. That won't make it disappear. Because the reality is the Amtrak train is valuable and it's a major artery into our city. This regional resource is vital to the success of our future. But this defining arrival experience scares the hell out of people. And then another reality revealed itself to me. This is a mile from my house in Fells Point. The last mile bisects city blocks, divides residential communities, showcases the backs of boarded up houses, and ultimately creates a wide range of awkward parcels of neglected land. But what I see in this urban environment is a series of opportunities where we take this city-owned parcels, these abandoned blocks, coupled with the overgrown and unmanaged rail corridor, and revitalize that with green infrastructure as a catalyst for change. We have the opportunity to solve many urban design challenges and simultaneously change the first impression of Baltimore in the process. And we do that by implementing working landscapes that creates acres of farmable land, community gardens, parks, recreation, stormwater management. Do it now. We can build it tomorrow. Let's get started. It's that simple. And when you step back, you can see that the Amtrak train, the whole corridor has the ability to link major open space systems of the city back together and really create green links all the way down to the inner harbor. Because the juxtaposition of green space, of green corridors in a city, is refreshing and unexpected. We have the opportunity to re-envision and repurpose the industrial relics of our past. We don't have to turn our back on the corridor, but make it work for us. And I mean literally work for us. I'm talking about farming. The most major and dominant goal for this corridor is urban agriculture. And when the average produce sold in a grocery store has to travel 1,500 miles to get to our grocery stores, we have a problem. This is urban farming has the opportunity to do a lot of things, not only visually redefine the corridor, but also create jobs and re-engage the community in the process. And there's a lot of really awesome people doing this already. You guys probably are some of these people. Because when you look at the 2012 map of food deserts, and this isn't just a visual transformation, it's a public health transformation. 1 out of 5 people in Baltimore City live in food deserts. They don't have access to grocery stores. The people on the red don't have access to fruits and vegetables. 300,000 people are food insecure in central Maryland and don't know when their next meal is coming from. And that's a problem. We cannot just be consumers. We have to be producers. And if the Amtrak corridor has the ability to be a major first impression, our inner harbor has the ability to leave a lasting impression. And if our inner harbor is ever going to last, we need to literally invest upstream. Because urban stormwater pollution is one of the leading causes urban stormwater is one of the leading causes of pollution in the country. And we can treat these in different ways because the large-scale, monolithic, engineered solutions of the past aren't going to work, and we can really create destinations where that it's working and creating a healthy harbor in the process, but also opportunities for people to go and experience this and let it work for us. Let these natural systems work for us. And that's the goal for the last mile, for this corridor. Create a reemergence of the natural systems, the forgotten natural systems. I mean, you remember trees, birds, bees, water, don't you? I mean, these are simple things. And create these with sustainable farming operations. It is not impossible. It is not impossible to transform a first impression, and we have the opportunity to do that right here in Baltimore and really create a city that's growing, responding, and evolving with the future and the times. Next stop, Baltimore.